Circling back to some discussion on pensions. I want to move up the ladder a little bit and talk a little bit about PSERS and SERS. And I think in the search of best practices a couple years ago, you conducted performance audits of both of those. As a result of that, your office made certain recommendations which would theoretically improve what they're doing. And I'm wondering if you know that either of those organizations have followed any of your recommendations and what were the outcomes?
In my last 2 years in office, so obviously we've started some of this work, we're going to be doing a lot of follow-up reports on the audits I did in my first 6 years to see how well the recommendations have been implemented. SERS and PSERS are two of those entities that will be doing follow-up reports. So I don't want to, prejudge what we're going to find, but I am convinced that both entities can and should be doing better.
Would it be okay if you gave us, say, 2 examples of recommendations which you have made that we might look into?
I still think the fee structure is too high at both entities. I have not been for saying put all the money in passive funds at that level. Some municipalities, I think that's appropriate, but I do think more needs to be moved into more stock index funds to lower the fee structure. And I am so that's one area where I think on the fee structure, it could be better. I also think there should be more investment experience at the board level for both. Meaning people that have done this before, but should be doing on behalf of the public. Not obviously making sure that it's people that aren't doing it for a company, but having people with that type of experience that, to be blunt, know the game of how some of these companies, or how these investment firms make money so that they can help the state do a better job negotiating to lower those fees, I think would be a win for the taxpayers as well.
I would agree with that. What kind of background did you discover in some of the board members that were offering their expertise?
I just think regardless of, I just think it's a pattern of it's more political appointments over the last, I think, since those boards have been created. And that's not to say they're not good people. I think there's a lot of good people on there. I just don't think they have expertise. Again, I think there should be a balance, but I think more expertise in those areas would be helpful.
Right, and years of it.